things got a little hot. It was bad. I was crying for mercy.
Y'all already know what you gotta do to get pregnant.
He knew what he was doing. Let's just say that.
What's poppin', y'all? So we back with another banger. We're trying. I'm saying raising a baby and trying to shoot videos. It's hard.
Right? Yeah. Very.
Okay. As you can see in the caption of the video, we sinned.
Yeah, we fell. It was bad. But as Christians and believers, for my fellow Christians and believers out there, it's possible to fall.
Yeah, definitely.
It's in the scriptures. And we're going to talk about how, we sinned and how we found out that we were pregnant.
So, I don't think we got to go into details as what we did, but y'all already know what you got to do to get pregnant, so we're going to skip that.
So, like the last video, how we discussed about how we met. So, I feel like I was in a good standing with Christ. And so I wasn't fooling around. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't actively sinning. I was every day trying to be more righteous, asking for mercy, always. So I ended up falling for him. I ended up liking him. And, things got a little hot. It's spicy.
A little hot, got it.
Yeah, we ended up sinning, like the title says. And then, as time went by, first of all, I thought that nothing was, gonna happen. So I started becoming skeptical when I realized that, my monthly was late. And so when I realized that it was late, I was like, okay, something's up. Something's up. So I was telling this handsome man over here, I was telling him, I was like, I think something's up because my thing is late, But my thing is, I was crying for mercy, okay? I was crying for mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. I fell. I sinned. Oh. And I thought, nothing would come out of it. So when I saw that I missed, one day, nothing, I didn't think nothing of it. Second day, I was like, this is pretty odd. But I never thought in my mind that, that was that. The third day, I was like, all right, something gotta be, kind of fishy with me. And so I was talking to him and I was like, something's kind of up. Like, it's kind of 3 days past my thing. Fourth day, I'm like, damn, I don't know. Fifth day, I'm like, nah, something's wrong. And then, mind you, I forgot to say third day or fourth day, he was like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I was like, why would you say that? Like, don't say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God had mercy on us. Like, come on. So
God had mercy on us, guys.
So then he's like, yeah, like, and he would be just saying it confidently, confidently. And then when it was like the 6th day, I was like, okay, it's like, I have to take a test. Like, I have to. Mind you, I was just about to travel back home. So I was like, I don't know. It was like immediate, impromptu, we need to take a test now. He was going to go to church, but then I was like, I want to take a test. And he was like, what you said, babe?
I was like, nah, I'm not going to church. I got to be there. We got to take the test together. But can I take it from there, though?
Of course.
Okay, so, let me double back a little bit, but I would say I knew from the jump. Not that I did anything on purpose, but no, for real. Like, honestly speaking, I kind of.
Only God knows your real hearts and intentions. Okay.
No. Okay. So
He's such a
little backstory. Like, for some reason, I've always wanted a kid, like my own little family. Like, that's something that I always wanted.
And I always wanted to not have sex till marriage.
Okay, I get. I mean, I wanted to wait till marriage too. I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie, I did wanted to. But okay, I always wanted kids, right? Like, I always wanted my own little family. You know what I'm saying? And then when I met her, not that I did anything intentionally,
the
right?
Ghanaian accent is coming out.
Not that I did anything intentionally, right? But I just knew, like, I just knew.
You knew what?
Like, I just knew he was pregnant.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so she would call me, and then, like, even before she started getting concerned, like, oh damn, I missed my monthly. Like I would joke on and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, how's my little baby doing in there? And then she was like, stop playing, don't do that, don't talk like that. And I'm like, but you know you're pregnant, right? I'm not gonna lie, the whole time I didn't know that she was actually pregnant. But I was a little hopeful that you was.
It was weird.
I know.
It was really weird.
It was very weird. So
it was so weird.
Fast forward, she was like, I'm about to take a test. I was supposed to go to church. I was like, nah, I'm not going to church. I want to be there. Like, you know what I mean? That's not something I would want to miss. Even though it was 50-50, in my head it's like, okay, she could be, but then she could possibly not be. But I still wanted to be there regardless of the outcome. Right?
It was I'm sorry, babe. It was kind of sketchy to me, though. I'm not gonna lie, because he was so, like, he had this urge to go to church. It was a Friday night, so usually he doesn't go to church on Friday nights. He doesn't, but for whatever reason, he had this urge to go to church. Like, he was like, I gotta go to church. I gotta go to church, and I'm like, okay, that's good. But I also had to catch a bus that night, so I couldn't go to church because I had to pack my stuff. So I was like, you know what? I have to pack my stuff. But it's so odd that I haven't seen my period in 6 days. So I need to buy a test. So for whatever reason, he just kept saying he gotta go to church. But then I was like, I gotta get a test. When I got the test, he was like, you know what? We went to get the test together. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to church. You'll take the test. You pack your stuff, and then I'll take you to the bus station. He scratched all the plans. When we was in the store, he was like, I'm coming with you home so that we can take the test together. And I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm glad that you gave me the opportunity to be there though. I'm glad that you said it, because I feel like a lot of people would have been like, a lot of people probably would have taken the test and then told the guy what the outcome was. But I'm really glad that you allowed me to be there. But so back to my story, right? So we go to the store. The whole time I'm like, oh, you know you're pregnant. She's like, nah, don't say that. And every time I said that, she said, don't say that. And I had this joy in me. Like I was actually low key excited. So
I was so confused. So we bought like some $6 tests or whatever. We got that test, and it was like a 6 day sooner test. And so so we took that test, but that test still had 1 line, 2 line. So we took that test, and then so I peed in the cup, everything. We put it down on the counter, and then I went to start packing, and I set a timer for 3 minutes because it said to wait till 3 minutes. Now, this guy stays in the bathroom instead of coming out with me and helping me pack so I can hurry up and catch my bus. He stays in the bathroom and he's watching over the pregnancy test. And I'm like, babe, get out the bathroom.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I want to watch.
Yeah, I was like, get out the bathroom. So he's like, nah, I want to watch, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why would you want to watch? Get out the bathroom. So then he goes, oh my gosh, right? And it was literally like 20 seconds in. So I was like, shut up. Like, you just being annoying. It was only 20 seconds. He was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, you're being annoying. Like, stop. So then that's when, but I think that time you actually was playing.
I wasn't.
No, you said oh my gosh at first before you said oh my gosh again. So he was like, oh my gosh. No, I was playing.
Because I knew.
He was playing. So then the second time, it reached like a minute after that first oh my gosh. And he goes, oh my gosh, I'm about to be a father. And like the way he said it, like it's like he was about to start crying. So my heart dropped. Because the first oh my gosh, it was like he was clearly playing.
Yeah, that's right.
He was clearly playing. But then the second oh my gosh, he was, oh my gosh, I'm about to be a father. And I was like, stop playing. What's wrong with you? Get out the bathroom. It's not 3 minutes.
Right.
He said, I'm serious. I'm not lying. And I'm like, just get out the bathroom. What's wrong with you? So then that's when he was like, okay, I'm just going to wait until your 3 minutes is up so you can come and see what I'm seeing. Because I'm sitting here telling you that, you know, we're about to be parents right now. I'm like, whatever. So then the timer goes off in 3 minutes. He said, all right, come check. Come see. I look.
She looked.
Yeah, go ahead. Do my reaction.
She was like, oh my God, my mom is going to kill me. My parents are going to kill me. I'm like, so, okay. The dynamics of our reactions were different. Like, I was excited, right? And I wanted to jump, you know what I'm saying? All that. But it's like, the moment she started crying, I had to kind of like compress all those feelings. And then she was like, oh, my mom is going to kill me. My dad is going to kill me. Oh my God, my parents are going to kill me.
I was talking about God too.
And she's like, oh yeah, God is so disappointed in me. And I'm like, Okay, hold on, babe. First of all, your parents are not gonna kill you. And I was just trying to make her understand that not that
I was thinking about the church too, remember? Like,
yeah,
how
you was like, oh my God, how's the church gonna look at me? I be standing up there holding a microphone, worshiping God. And honestly, like I was trying to have her understand that. First of all, we all make mistakes, that's one. And second of all, like, this goes for, you know, let's say our African parents, like, they'll be like, oh, certain things they kind of tell you not to do. But then again, like, let's say if you was to fall short, their reactions are kind of the opposite of what you expect them to. So I was trying to convince her that, yeah, like, you might think your parents are going to kill you, but I promise you they're not. Like, down the line, they're actually going to be happy about having we didn't know the sex at that time. It was like having a grandchild. They're gonna be happy about it. But I don't know what kind of mental space she was in. She wasn't hearing it. So mind you, we just found out that she's pregnant and she's catching a bus that night to go home. So I kind of felt bad because, like, you're about to go home to be with your family, and the whole time you just found out you're pregnant. I don't think you know how at that time.
That's not even what you didn't take the fact that I didn't believe the first test.
Right.
I cried, but I didn't believe it. So what did we do? We went back to the store.
Hold on. So she cried.
There was so much that happened. I missed the bus.
She cried. She cried. She didn't believe that she was pregnant, right? So she was like, nah, this dollar test is fake. So we got out, got dressed again. Mind you, it was mad cold. We got dressed again.
We like, let's go buy clear blue.
So we went out.
So it can clearly tell us.
And we went to buy the expensive one. And then, you know, the outcome, long story short, the outcome was still the same. So that's when she had all those reactions. I'm like, babe, like, honestly, yeah, people are going to be disappointed, but we all fall short at some point. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. And one thing that I always believe is that, like, how you start something doesn't matter. How you end is what matters. And I was trying to explain to her that, yeah, you know, I would have loved to wait till marriage. I know you would have loved to wait till marriage. But at the end of the day, like, I know, not that you shouldn't wait, but everybody's situation is different. So I was just trying to convince her, like, everything is going to be fine. And the whole time I was still excited, though. In my head, I'm like, yes, like, I'm about to be a dad. Like, but I couldn't show her that.
So the first pregnancy test, it's two lines, but it was kind of faint a little bit. So the second pregnancy test, it was clear blue. Now that clear blue pack had both the lines and pregnant and not pregnant, literally in words. So it will tell you if you had doubt. It will tell you, girl, you pregnant. So so the second test we took was another line one from clear blue. That was also like a something day sooner as well.
Yeah.
2 lines was clear. It was a cross. It was clear as day. I cried again even more. The third test came. It was like, and mind you, I forgot to say, it wasn't even taking long for it to pop up.
Yeah,
it would take 20 seconds.
Facts.
Like after a while, like, we were getting used to like taking the first test. Like he said, within 1 minute, he was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be your father," right? And then I waited 3 minutes. It still was there, but it just became deeper. The second test, 20 seconds. It literally showed up 2 lines. The third test, it literally said ...
Pregnant.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I started bursting. So, yo, I was in my room rolling around.
Nah, that's true.
Like, literally, I was, like, I can't even explain. Like, only God is my witness to know how terrible I felt inside. Like,
definitely.
I felt so terrible that, first of all, I sinned, and then now it's about to come to the open, like, as, like, quote unquote, what the enemy wants it to be called, shame. So it was like, it's about to be shame that I sinned in my closet, basically, you know. So I was rolling on the floor, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. But then at the same time, one thing I was thinking was, damn, like, I disappointed God's kingdom. Because at that time I was at a better standing with Christ, and I was actively seeking Him, and I was actively worshiping Him, and I was like, dang, this is like, you know, I brought shame to his kingdom, me as a person. You know, I felt really bad about that. I really felt bad about that. But then again, I realized that although I asked God for mercy, he low-key did give me mercy. Mm-hmm. So I noticed that right away, because I'm like, not a lot of people have, you know, intercourse and have children, right. Even though we're not married. That doesn't give it any right for us to have done anything. But not a lot of people just easily get, you know, get pregnant or have a child. And so when I noticed that, I was like, you know what? Even though I did sin, you know, and you know, ask for mercy, I was like, yo, God did give us mercy, actually, by giving us a wonderful baby. We don't know the gender yet, but we were like, wow, like this God still gave us a baby. So I understood his excitement. I feel like he just wanted a baby regardless. But for me, it was more of like, I sinned, but God still showed my womb mercy, because you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he still gave us a baby. So I was like, wow, God chose me to be a mommy. Like that, it was a lot of emotions. Like, my mom's gonna kill me, my dad's gonna kill me, everyone's gonna kill me. How's everyone gonna look at me? The church is gonna kill me. It was a lot of emotions in one. God is gonna be tight, but God is the one who gave me the baby. But so I was like, you know what? God still loves me, and he gave us a child. So that was kind of what I thought about. Abortion out the window. Definitely. Not even one thought about it. We were both happy that God blessed us to be parents.
Okay, so also, mind you, we took 3 tests, right? Even though she cried and all that, she still didn't believe that she was pregnant.
Yeah, I still
Which was kind of funny, because I'm like,
I didn't.
Babe, we took 3 tests. It literally says right there, 2 lines crossed, and 1 literally tells you,
pregnant.
You're pregnant. She was like, nah, I don't believe it.
So
it was an experience.
Yeah, so we were, like he was saying, so we basically knew the next step, first of all, was to go to the doctor and make sure of those 3 pregnancy tests. Even though those 3 pregnancy tests, I didn't believe it. And he was like, yeah, you're pregnant. Oh my gosh. But at the same time, I was like, I still don't believe it. I got to go to the doctor, because I'm not pregnant unless they tell me I'm pregnant. Went to the doctor, and basically they told me that I was pregnant. I did I forgot what is it called, pap smear, whatever. They have me do a pap smear, instant pap smear. That's what they have you do. That's the first thing they have you do. Then they took my pee, and yeah, I was like, they just started asking me questions. That's the funny thing. They just started asking me, oh my gosh, they didn't let him in. So I was in the room, and then the lady comes in. I guess because the pee test, that was, I believe the pregnancy test. So the lady comes in, and she's just like, yeah, so any background history of this, any background history of that, and this, and I'm like, no, this, yes, this, I don't even know if I'm pregnant yet. And then she was just like, oh, you don't know? I'm like, no, you didn't tell me. You just asked me questions right now. She's like, yeah, congratulations, you're pregnant. I was like, you're lying. She's like, yeah, you didn't take any pregnancy tests? I was like, I did, but I didn't believe any of it. She was like, oh, they weren't lying to you, honey. They was all real. So I was like, oh my gosh. So then I had to literally, and I know he was tight, because I had to text him saying, yeah, babe, I'm pregnant. They started asking questions. And he was like, wait, what the hell? Why am I not in there?
I know. Guys, so we did the test.
I'm sweating.
It's official. We having blue.
This is scary.
I'm excited.
I'm sweating right now.
I'm excited.
I'm sweating because I'm so nervous.
We having it. What's the test? What's the test?
Get the test.
Oh, we having a baby. So I'm about to be a dad. You know what I mean? You know the vibe. So it's now Papa Shepherd. You know what I mean? Papa Shepherd. You know what I mean? Baby. Yeah. It's Papa Shepherd. Papa Shepherd. Yeah. The baby's now 8 months. I said, wait, why I said 8 months? 8 weeks? Okay, I'm dragging it. I know. See, God works in mysterious ways. Like, I know it was the wrong time, whatever, but Blueberry's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I'm lost of words.
I'm lost of words too.
Sorry, bye. And as you guys could see, like my reaction, I was very excited. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe like I'm really about to be a dad. Like I was so excited that, you know. And she walks out of the confirmation exams room. She goes, I still don't believe it. I'm like, the nurses are telling you you're pregnant. She still didn't believe it. So honestly, she didn't believe that she was pregnant until we did the ultrasound.
Yeah, when we did our first scan, that's when it finally hit him too. Because
it did hit me.
Because he wasn't really.
Yeah. When I heard the heartbeat, it's like I got like I don't know, like it's like okay, damn, like I really got chills that day. Like it was like okay, even though I knew you was pregnant, that also felt like damn, like she's actually really really pregnant. Like
okay, so they sent us in. They scheduled an appointment for me to have an ultrasound, and it was like 9 weeks pregnant. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, we found out that we were pregnant when I was already 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. That was when we took the pregnancy test. I was 5 weeks pregnant already, but I didn't know. I tried to schedule an appointment for confirmation. They said they only do appointments at 8 weeks pregnant. Mm-hmm. So I had to wait 3 weeks just to find out if I was actually pregnant, which was crazy.
Which I already knew, by the way.
Yeah, but that was crazy. And then they scheduled me for an ultrasound scan. So even walking out, I still didn't believe it. Like, because I didn't even feel pregnant. But anyways, until I did the ultrasound, which was the first scan for them to actually, I believe, like make sure that there was baby in there, size them and all that stuff like that. That was around 9 weeks. There was like a little blueberry in my stomach.
Yeah.
Our baby was literally like so active, and so yeah. Oh my gosh, it was exciting. How did you feel? How did you feel like seeing the ultrasound for the first time, the scan?
I'm not gonna lie, my eyes got watery. Like it was like.
Did it?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. From that moment, I couldn't wait to actually hold him, see him, and hold him. Like from 9 weeks, I started counting down. Like okay. Week 10, week 11, week 12, week 9. I started counting down. I couldn't wait to meet him because he was so like, I don't know. And
you should find this kid.
No, he was so like, after the ultrasound when we came back home, I feel like that's when it started kicking in that you started actually believing that you were actually pregnant.
Yeah.
And we had a whole nother breakdown because now it's like it's hitting her like. Okay, and now she started, oh my God, my parents are going to kill me. Oh my God, what is the church going to say? Oh my God, what is this, and that? And the whole time I keep telling her, like, babe, whatever you think that's going to happen, it's not going to happen. Like, it's not. But I don't know, for whatever reason, she wasn't believing it. So, yeah, that was how we found out that, you know what I'm saying, we was having a baby, and we found out we was having a baby, we was pregnant. And I guess in the next part we're gonna talk about how our parents found out, how our church found out, and you know how people reacted to finding out. So
stay tuned.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, support the brand, and we're gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, drop videos as often as, you know what I'm saying, because yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, it's gonna get spicier.
No, facts.
It's gonna get so spicy.
Facts.
It's so much story time. We're sorry. We really did try to keep it short, but it's really a really interesting series. It's really detailed. A lot happened, and I think that God handpicked this story for a reason, for us to tell it and encourage somebody out there. Because let me tell you something, just to let y'all know, it's possible for you to be in good standing and fall. So it's just out here. We're just out here trying to encourage people not to fornicate or not to have sex before marriage like we did, but to be encouraged that if you are to fall in any sin that you're in, all you have to do is just rise again and trust that God is gonna pull you out of that pit of shame, because He definitely will, and He's gonna turn that story into a testimony, because ours definitely is.
Amen. Hallelujah. All right. Thank you for watching and deuces.